It is, in my opinion, and Nick, let us go ahead down this road.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, because I think people get so caught up, the scouts, the general manager and his scouting department, they get caught up in all of the metrics, but the art of playing football, the mental game, the understanding of the offense, the understanding of the defense, what's my role in all of it? How do I, a high tide raises all ship in Roquan Smith. Once he got there, Patrick Queen, all of a sudden his game just elevated. You don't have that happening by just looking at a piece of paper and saying, well, a guy ran the L drill and the 5-10-5. Oh, he ran a 40. Well, that's all well and good from a 40 aspect of things, but can he play football? Can he make tackles? Can he come to balance when he needs to? Can he understand the line call and what it means that, if I am the gunner on the outside and now all of a sudden, there's a special call and I got to look in and see if the ball is going to be snapped by Nick the way we practice it, or was I zoning out in the meeting? All those little things come into play when you're talking about the art of playing football, winning football, not metrics.
I think you're totally right, because I'm not an advocate for, obviously you need the combine and it definitely shows some athleticism that maybe you don't get to see in a game in college. But you're right. Football is so much, it's way beyond running in a straight line, doing these cuts in a controlled environment, where you're getting all the max and there's no pressure and all this stuff. It's the game itself is so much more than that. And guys, a lot of these analytics is becoming like the thing.
There you go. That's
so people are looking at these analytics like they're the end all be all. And I'm like, bro, they trust me. There's been plenty of greatest players ever before they even knew what the word analytics meant. So it's not analytics that would make a guy good. Obviously, it helps when you're big, you're fast, you're strong, but take it into an account. Okay, I'm not talking smack here, Ben, but Ben Cleveland analytically is a freak. I mean, he's 60 pounds or whatever. He's got 12% body fat. He's an absolute. He's 6'7". Like, he ran a 4.8 540 at the combine. You can't teach that. But how many games has he played?
Correct. He's been in the rotation from an offensive line aspect of things just because Joe D was like, size. Well, you know what? We're going to put him in there because we have some guys like Morgan, his shoulder. John, we're going to give him a little rest on this series. Outside of that, Ben has been struggling to get on the field and stay on the field.
Yeah. And he's my college teammate. He's a good friend of mine. I'm not talking smack on you, buddy. But that's the key.
You're proving the point.
Yeah, 100%.
Nick, as far as what the analytics say from just the measurables versus the art of playing in his particular position, offensive line. There's a difference.
And there's countless. I mean, how many guys? Jamarcus Russell. We could go down a list of dudes that win all the guys that win in front of Brady. Come on now.
Well, but also if you're looking at that, I mean, everyone. That's why. It's the social media throws now. When Zach Wilson rolled out and threw the ball 70-some yards with no one coming at him, no time to make it. All you know is Zach's going, I'm going to roll out and throw this ball as far as I can.
Yeah.
Predetermined.
I say he's already determined. He's making the throw there. He's got nothing, his brain's shut off. And yes, it's an unbelievable throw. I'm not taking anything away from that. But that is not how you play football.
Nope.
No.
Well, if you predetermined, you're just going to throw picks all day.
Yeah, you know what I'm curious
That's what he
about?
did.
That's what he did.
I mean, he just big machine.
He was, and now you know what? He could be the future star of the Denver Broncos. Just kidding. They took Bo Nix, so they're hoping Bo Nix is going to be the guy. But also the intangible. I was looking up with this. Wasn't it before the draft that everyone was thinking Kyle Hamilton was a top 5 talent going into the draft, or initially top 10 talent?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
his 40.
He had his 40-yard dash time, and I think it was almost it was 4.59. I think I was seeing 4.59, almost a 4.6. If you're going, wait a minute, is he going to be too big to play? Is he going to be too robotic to play the position?
Right.
And then early on, people were trashing him after the Dolphins game and all this stuff. But I think what people realized was Kyle Hamilton was a dog at Notre Dame, playing some of the best talented players, and that's where the game tape matters, right? And then all of a sudden people knock him. And then Eric DeCosta, the front office, goes, no, this guy can play. Yeah. They let him figure it out. And now I consider him like he's the jack of all trades for the Ravens. He you ask them to do anything. And that was actually, we'll play that reel again, Nick, in the future. But there isn't anything he can't do for this team right now for Baltimore. But a 40-yard dash was a reason why teams were like, wait a minute.
You tell me, you played wide receiver, so you were fast. 40-yard dash to me means absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Because it is 100%. You train, it's a skill. Like, obviously, you can't teach speed, right? But running the 40-yard dash is 100% a skill.
Yep.
Like, I'm dog shit at it. I ran 2 timed 40-yard dash in my entire life. They were both at pro day because I'm like, this is not important for me. And they were shitty. They were 5 flats. Well, my top speed is as fast as our tight ends. I mean, Isaiah's way faster than me, but like I run relatively close to Mark. I run over 19 miles an hour and I'm 270 pounds.
Yeah.
Like the 40's 100% a learned trait.
Here's the crazy thing about it. The reason why the 40-yard dash came into play was because of the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Brown wanted to see who can be a gunner on the outside and cover a punt. And so they were like, well, what's a hang time for a punter?
4 seconds.
And so they was like, well, it was like 4 seconds. Well, like be more specific. If he punched it 4.5 seconds, that's kind of a good, really strong hang time. If you can run faster than 4.7 seconds, then you're fast to get down a field in 40 yards. And so therefore it became this thing of a 40-yard dash. That's how that all came to be.
I did not know that. That is very interesting.
It's crazy. I'm telling you. So next time your gunners on the outside say, hey, man, y'all mofos better go ahead and I'm about to snap this ball in how many?
Yeah, my 7.7.
Okay, in 0.7, y'all better get down there on the field and cover it in 40 yards in technically 4.2.
Well, you'll get
then we'll have a fair catch.
Yeah, from snap to kick, you'll get 2 seconds. And then if you get a 4.5 hang, you get 6.5 seconds to make it down there.
Woo.
So
get down there.
They should be fair catching it.